Hi, this is Mrs. Parker. Today we're going to look at how to use forms in Office 365. First of all, you need to log into Hub, and then we need to use the menu to choose Office 365. When we've got Office 365 open, you're going to choose Forms, and Forms will open in this view here. Any forms that you've previously created will be in this window, and then you've got the option to create a new quiz or a new form. The only difference being that with a quiz you can assign points, so if you've got 10 questions it can be marked how many out of 10 you've got correct. To create one, you just click on the link, give your form a title, and then start adding your questions. So you can have multiple choice questions, you can have text-based questions where people can put an answer, you can have rating questions, you can have a date as your answer, so good for history, for example, if they need to record an actual date that an event happened. You've set up your form, you can preview it to see how it will look when it's been set up, and you can change the way that it looks as well by clicking on the theme and choosing an alternative colour or an alternative background. When you're happy with the form, you can then share it with your class or family members. So click on share and you give people the access to the form by emailing them the link or sending them the QR code or directly sending them an email from within the app itself. You send your form out and then you wait for your responses to come in. If I just go to one of the forms that I've created previously, and we'll have a look at some of the responses that we've got. This one's got a nice number of responses, we'll go on to there. So you can see 17 people answered this questionnaire. It tells me what the average score was because I assigned points to each one. So this was a quiz, not a questionnaire. And as you can see, it's giving me a nice pie chart showing what answers people gave. If I was to click on more details, I won't do that due to data protection, but it will tell me the names of the pupils that took the quiz and who got it right and who got it wrong, what answers they selected, so that I could give them more specific feedback for that question. If you weren't happy with the pie charts, I know for example in Welsh Back you can't have these pie charts as your answer for everything. You're going to get very low marks in there if you just use pie charts, and you need to produce other types of charts as well. You will need to open it in Excel. So you just click on open in Excel, it downloads it onto the computer, and then you can just open it up. It opens it up in this format, and you then got to manipulate this data to get it into a chart. So I'm just going to make this row number 1, a little bit bigger. I click in there, and then if I highlight this row and I wrap the text, I can see what it says in each column then. So this was question 1, and these were the answers that I got. So to create a chart out of that, I'd first have to have a list of my possible answers. Mobile phone, smartphone, and then iPad or similar. Oops. And then I would need to know how many people gave what answer. So mobile phone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can count them like that, or you can use what's known as a count if, where you would do equals count if, open bracket, select all your answers, then using a comma put the word that you're looking for. So the next one I'm looking for is smartphone. Now this has to be inside speech marks, which are shifting to. So I'm looking for how many within that column there highlighted in blue have said smartphone, and it will tell me there's been 12. I could do the same again. I can see that there's 1, so I'm just going to put 1, or you could use that count if function. So I've got my data. Then to create the graph, just highlight it. We want insert, and then you've got your different types of charts here. I'm just going to use the column chart there, and it'll put my chart nicely on the screen for me. Just move that down a little bit, and then I can edit this chart so that it looks a little bit better as well. I can edit the title, so you could put the question as the title if you wanted to. And you also maybe want to label the axes. So if I've got a quick layout here, I like to label both axes, and I can kind of see just about there. This one will allow me to label both axes. So just delete out what's in there and you label it to what you want it to read. And then you've got this key here. At the moment you can see they're all coloured in blue. You've got to click twice. If I do that again, if I just click on the one, you can see that each bar has got a little dot around it. If I was to colour it now, they would all change. I don't want that to happen. I want individual colours. So I click again so that only one is highlighted. Right click on your mouse and use the fill bucket to change it into a different colour. And then, as you can see, your key has appeared on the side as well. So that's a way of creating a different chart if you're not happy with the pie charts that have been produced in Forms. Hope that helps you. Look forward to seeing your charts in the future.